Good
evening.
November Foxtrot, and welcome to the show. Lance is just checking out his well-thumbed copy of Soldier.
Hello.
Hi, call sign Chewbacca, Kenny Rebel. Forgot my username, Fresh Meat.
Chewbacca.
Tony, Harry Badger. Good evening. Welcome in.
Evening.
From Jeff Mills. Thanks, Jeff.
G'day, Jeff. Not that you're Australian, but g'day. Fuck it, why not?
Might be. We don't know. Jeff, let us know. Are you Australian? Top news.
Are you Australian? Yes. It'll make my accent relevant.
Richard Nelson, hello. Welcome. So tonight's show, I'm very quiet apparently. I apologise.
I was just about to say.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. I've literally put it in the chat.
Mike, you were a bit quiet. You get me.
You were a bit quiet.
Is that louder now? Is that better?
That's better.
I think you just.
Cool. On tonight's show, we're going to be playing around with artificial intelligence. So I have the guys aren't fully aware of what it's kicked out, but I have been playing around with ChatGPT, and I have asked it to give us titles of modern technology that we could incorporate into Airsoft. So it's been given the task of identifying things that we don't currently have in Airsoft that we could have in the future. It's also given me a brief description. Say again?
Like gravity.
Yes, it did kick out gravity. That was an interesting one.
That helps.
Yeah, not necessarily the most helpful. But there are some interesting ideas. There are some things that just exist, like realistic smoke grenade.
Yeah, that's the thing.
There will be some of these, but I've got them all printed out in front of me. I'll give you an idea about how many we've got. We've got literally hundreds of these things. I've got quite a lot to go through.
Bloody hell.
If we run out of time.
I thought we were only going to get like one or two.
No. So I've also set the guys a challenge for them to come up with their own ones as well. So we've all come up with one ourselves so that we can talk through as well. But it should be an interesting one, hopefully. Hi Rage. Hi Jeff Mills. Jeff Mills is Brummy.
Brum. I thought he was talking about the car show for a minute.
What, the little car? Is that still
the little car?
Jeff Mills can't actually talk. He just goes beep beep.
I used to love Brum.
Is it still a thing?
Brum was good, and Woof. So. Remember Woof?
Woof
about the dog. Funny enough, Woof was good.
Was it the Queen's Nose? Was another
Queen's
one?
Nose, yes.
Queen's Nose was good.
Queen's Nose.
Grot Bags probably a bit before you used to time.
No.
Was good.
Did you ever watch the there was the series that was set in Australia? It was like a group of teenagers that got abducted by aliens, and then there was like this whole weird sort of drama around that.
No,
I remember that was always quite good. Oh, what was the one with Andromeda?
Oh, Neighbours. Yeah, I know that one.
Home and Away.
Yeah.
Flying Doctors.
There was Andromeda as well, I believe, and there that spaceship thing, that grey like purpley spaceship pod that they.
Oh, you mean Farscape?
No, not Farscape.
Stargate.
No, there was
I don't think there was
Stargate, Farscape, wasn't there? Or Far
Jeff,
something.
Jeff, are you a real Brummy or a Yam Yam asking for a YouTube listener? I don't know what that means. It could be really insulting. If it is, I apologise. And Rage is going to get slapped when I see him next.
Oh, Round the Twist. Round the Twist was good.
Round the Twist was good.
Yeah, Round the Twist.
Yeah. Is it called Backgate? Evening, Chris.
Dear.
Chris in the house.
Matthew McCarthy, hello. I apologise, gents and ladies joining us, that I may have not hit everyone's hellos. So,
Jeff's proper Brum, Rage. Jeff's proper Brum, so rest assured.
So what's a Yum Yum? I want to know what Yum Yum.
No, Yam Yam, not Yum Yum.
Yum Yum's the little
pastry things.
Delicatessen
things. That's the one, yeah.
Yeah, is a Yam Yam the same thing but with jam?
No, it's those yams.
Yam, isn't it a potato?
Yeah, it's just yam yam. It's
with
like
jam on, lovely.
Yams.
Potato. Crikey, Lance noticed me. I'll always notice you, Chris. Alright, stop now, Les. Thank you. Yam Yam. Oh, chaos. Mute all.
Oh, look. Right, the Phantom LMG firer has decided to show his face again.
Yeah, he's here, yeah.
All right, Chris?
Chris is in the house with his ghost guns.
Aquila. There you go. Thanks, mate. It was Aquila. The spaceship thing.
I've never heard of Aquila.
No, never heard of that one.
So good. Good show. How are you
Never
both?
heard of that.
Before we roll into
Very
the
well.
news?
I did have a stinking cough and cold during the week. Not the best. It was awful. But I'm better now.
Well,
So thanks for your concerns. Yes, thank you. Lots of drugs.
but you're better now, so it's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Nothing to see.
Right,
Nothing to
let's
see.
roll into
His
the
eyes
news.
are kite though.
Let's roll into the news.
I take my gun and I go pew 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 pew.
News.
It wasn't really a roll though, was it? It was more of a push. We're
right.
doing the news.
Let's push into the news.
Let's push.
That sounds really weird. I'm
Pushing into the news.
Let's
so I
force
have some
ourselves.
news. So obviously last week we spoke about Empire Events. They are doing their new. Lance is like, ooh. They're doing their new event, and basically, I
Yes.
just wanted to update you in that the Instagram account hashtag or the tag on Instagram has changed. I just want to make sure we get the right one out there. So it is now empire.events.uk. So if you are,
Oh, I wonder why that
Instagram,
is.
if you're looking for Empire Airsoft, Empire Events on Instagram is empire.events.uk.
All you
I'd go
sniper
check it
pairs out
out.
there.
Yeah.
They're
That intro video they did. Oh, that
Genuinely
was
very
That
good.
was a bit.
Yes, I messaged Ken after that. I was like, that's very good. That's
Yeah.
very, very good. I like that very much. Your new media man or woman is very, very good.
I know we may have to find this person and ask them
Yeah.
to help us out.
all I know is, and I've got a bit of a leg up on other people, is that they're in Poland.
Yes, that's the same
So that-
information I've got.
So that narrows it down quite a bit. That's all. So we've well, it's, at least we're not searching in America
Or Canada.
or Canada. That's just a minefield of issues there for Mike. We wouldn't send Mike to Canada or America. He'd stay in the UK, perhaps just in Kent, and then we'll cover the rest of the world.
Kent's the one on the bottom right, isn't it?
Yeah. You Maidstone or something. Look after that. You search there, and me and Andy will cover all the other
I'm in
geography.
charge of my room. It's great.
Yeah.
He's not in here, guys.
No.
He's not in here.
Okay, Mike, you have a cookie.
Well done, Mike. Yeah.
Sit down, have a rest.
If you do know any snipers out there though that may be interested in the event, do throw it their way, because it's lined up to be quite an exciting one. It's obviously, I believe it's a competition type thing, isn't it? Obviously between the
It is,
various
yes.
pairs.
There's going to be, so obviously it's 10 pairs, so 20 players in total, obviously comprising 10 pairs over 5 games, and then the winning pair of each game will then take part in a final 6th event, and then that leads on to the European/World Championship sort of type thing that they've got set up for a little bit further down the line. So yeah, very, very exciting. So obviously if you don't get onto this event that's coming up on the 10th of June, you will be able to book on. There's a further 5 or 4 events that you will be able to book onto. So fear not. Hopefully you will get a spot. But the tickets are selling out quite fast on this one. So if you are a sniper pair, then yeah, do by all means have a look and check out Empire Events for more details. Yes, exciting times. Actually got a meeting with Kenny this week, so
Cool.
iron out some details.
Okay.
Can't say any
In
more
other
than that.
news, we've obviously got it's fine. We've got Shift Your Rifts end of the month, which we are going
Yes,
to be
we
at.
have.
It's very exciting. So if you haven't had the chance to book on, I'm not sure if there's still tickets available for the actual.
There's no tickets available at the moment. They are currently overbooked, but it is always, if you do want to go, it's always worth getting your name down on the waiting list, because you might get a call Saturday morning and say 15 people have dropped out for Sunday. You're more than welcome to pop along. So they have got a list. Drop them a message if you do want to come along and say hello.
They've obviously also got the boot fair, which is free. So
Yes.
I believe you can still go to the event, just not as a player, for free. And the camping is free as well, I believe.
I think the camping's free. I'd have to double check that. I will post that up on our Facebook page just to double check.
Cool. So yeah, check that one out. We'll be there. I'm hoping to have some stuff for sale. So if you want to buy any second-hand cheap tap from Mike,
Mike's
just gonna do a casual little plug.
Are you doing a stall then?
I'm not going to do a stall per se. I'm just going to lay it out on the ground and be like, money?
You just look like a homeless man in the middle of the
my
field.
tings. Yeah, I've got a crate of stuff there, but I just don't know if I can be bothered to bring it up with me or not. I just want to go and meet people. Just want to be nice and meet people.
There's a
And have lager and barbecue food.
It's just
Num-nums.
I'm more allowed to go if I get the opportunity to sell stuff.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yes.
Yes.
Any news from you, gents?
No, I was going to mention Empire's event, but we've already done that. So that was going to be me.
I was going to remind Lance to mention Empire, but he's already done it. So
Thank you, Mandy.
Cool.
that's all right, mate. Not a problem.
Seamless.
Happy to help.
Absolutely seamless.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I guess that's the end of the news.
That is the end of the news.
Yeah, the end.
The end.
We need an
There's no
ending.
outro yet. Still not
Yeah,
an
we
outro.
need just play the other outro. Just play the intro again.
We'll just do a fart noise or something.
Yeah, well,
I take my gun and I go, pew, 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 pew.
News.
or just cut us off again.
Yeah, as I was saying,
Yeah.
oh,
Oh, he's mid-sentence.
shut up, Lance. All right, sorry.
That's how I roll. Or push, or whatever I got told.
Roll and push.
There's a couple of questions that already come in, so we're not asking ChatGPT questions. However, I think in the future there's maybe a future episode that we can play around with, and that we take some of your questions and we ask.
I think that's
GPT, and then
that opens the
see how
doorway
that
of all
works out.
sorts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Buh.
Rage has asked us if any of us have been to the Gunman Alpha Eversley. Is it a good site? I haven't.
Yes.
Do you have, Lance?
Yes, I think that's the one that's got the Viking-y village thing in it. Alpha site.
Oh no, I haven't been to Alpha site then. What's the Alpha?
Because you've got Alpha's one, and then Bravo's a little bit further down. I'm sure the Alpha site's the one that's got the bigger Viking village, like the Wild West sort of shanty town set up as well there, I think. Yeah, Alpha site, if it's the one I'm thinking of, is a very good site. Yeah, it's cool. I like that. Yeah, I think I went there for
maybe I haven't been to that one.
Arabs weekend, being the Airsoft Rants and Bants event they did over there, which was cool. Good fun. Me and Mr. Kettles went there when I had my glittery bum bag as part of my loadout, which was very nice. Yeah, it's a good site, mate. You'll like that. You'll fit in well there. You should just go in like a bear skin and a couple of couple of skins off a deer or something. Just wrap that around you and just sit in one of the Viking huts with your axe.
I like
Really
how you're
chopper
telling
out.
him to have to go in that, but he'll just rock up in that. That's
That's all right.
Yeah,
that's
that's
how
just...
I imagine he acts and what he
given.
actually wears at home. That's his comfy wear.
Yeah, Kenny's
Chewing
been
on
there,
like a
yeah,
big
there you go.
bone. No, not like just like a big chunk of meat, like a tomahawk steak or something like that.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
A mutton joint.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what we want.
Silly Gilly has got some intel. The video editor is called Heady. He's stacked, and that's all I know about him. So there you go.
Ooh, sounds wonderful.
We're slowly tracking.
What a
this
wonderful
person.
person.
Yeah, we're narrowing it down.
He's male, he's stacked, and he's called Heady. And he's Polish.
Just don't Google that.
Stacked head.
Yeah.
Stacked Heady. Stacked male Heady.
Yeah.
No, don't look at that.
Polish.
In Polish stacked Heady. Literally what I'm wearing now. Yeah,
Roger.
I don't doubt it. That's the thing. I just don't doubt it.
Digger says yes, they have the village in it of Alpha. So and Chris.
Yep,
says
it is cool.
Alpha is
Very
awesome.
cool.
So yeah, there you go. There was a question in from Rich as well. So Rich asks, "Evening lads, I have booked on to Defiant Op Machiavellian Bravo. Any tips on attending a recce-based event? In the debrief episode you mentioned were some of the other things. In the debrief episode you mentioned were some other things you would do differently.
Ooh, good
Were there
question.
some other things you would do differently?
Yeah, I'd turn up.
I'd take gloves with like fingers. Don't take fingerless gloves.
Yeah, don't bring
If you
fingerless
have
gloves.
to clear a thorn bush.
Yeah.
Make sure you attend the event, unlike Andy.
Yes, mate. You got to do that one. Make sure you go.
Make sure you go. That's a huge. That'll have a huge impact on your enjoyment if you don't attend it. I don't know really. Things I would do to try. I'm trying to hark back to that debrief now. Oh, I wouldn't wear 3 pairs of socks because that actually made my feet colder than just having the 2 pairs on. So yeah, but I'm guessing that the weather's going to be much improved for your event, matey. Other than that, just keep it minimal with your kit. Just keep your kit as minimal as you can. Don't be having loads and loads and loads of stuff. You know, try and keep it as bare minimum as you can. Purely especially if you're going into an OP for a long time, mate. An over jacket. I'd have some sort of poncho roll for laying on if it is minging on the ground or whatever, or even a bivvy bag. Just slide into a bivvy bag whilst you're in the OP, something like that, perhaps. But other than that, not a huge.
I mean, I guess
not some huge changes, really.
It does depend on sort of how your setup will be when you're there, because obviously we took it to one level in terms of, you know, tunneling through the thorn bush and then kind of setting up the LUP in there. Whereas I know a couple of the other teams were kind of a little bit more, I'm not saying lax, but they had the ability to kind of set bashers and things up. So their LUP was like a little bit more protected from the elements. So it does depend on, I guess, how that goes. But
we just took it to another level. That's all you got to say. Yeah. That's all you got to say. We took it to another level.
I guess just make sure you read their kit list.
Still not healed. Look, that's from Machiavellian. Honest it is. That wasn't my cat, bitch. Excuse me. Still got that cough a little
make
bit.
sure you read the Defiant kit list, because that'll give you a good steer. Make sure you're covered off for the elements, and make sure you've got some warm clothes, because if you are laying in a static position for a long time, that can, you know, you might think when you sort of lay down, oh, you're quite warm because you've been moving about, but you can cool off quite quickly. So it's important to do that.
Yep, 100%. Agree with that.
And rock up to the event.
Make sure you attend the event. Full finger gloves, good set of pruners, and you'll be golden, mate. Yeah. Maybe a small panel of scrim net, couple of metre squares scrim net or something like that, if you need to add anything. But you shouldn't have to, because it's going to be, you should be in full leaf by then. So if anything, it'll be too much undergrowth and you'll have to cut yourself a little window. But yeah, enjoy it, mate. Make sure you enjoy it as well.
And let us know how it goes as well.
Yeah. Any issues whilst you're at the event, always approach Kevin James if you can, or somewhere, or get a message to him or to your TL, because 9 times out of 10 they can square things away there and then, rather than it sort of like you not mentioning anything until after the event. But yeah, just make sure you enjoy yourself and be safe.
Silly Gilly says I knew Foxtrot would end up selling stuff.
What do we sell?
Selling stuff.
What's
I
he
think
on
he's
about?
talking about us going to the boot fair to sell stuff.
Oh, for
God's
God's
sake. Anything.
Foxtrot stuff. It's just
stuff. For example, I've got some blister tape here. For sale. Doesn't necessarily mean it's November Foxtrot.
He's not selling the tape. He's selling the ability to give you blisters.
Oh, mate, weird.
Chris says, Mike, did you know that the tyres at Gunman Lakes is now called Fraser Corner? Fuck's sake.
I like that.
That's presumably not a real thing. I'm hoping that's not a real thing.
Fraser
That's when I
apparently
shot
it
my
is.
earpiece out.
Yeah.
Oh.
I still think we
Let's
need to
play
get them
some
blue
GPT.
plaques. Jupiter? What's Jupiter?
GPT. Right, so...
Oh, this is the main
what we're
thing.
gonna
We're
do-
on to the main thing now.
Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to talk about ours first.
Do we have
but
to?
What one is a... Yeah, no, we will. It's a...
Fucking hell.
So we're going to present a title of the item, and then there's a bit of a spiel or short description about it, and then we will discuss the merits of this thing. You don't have to, if you haven't got one, you don't have to.
I've not got a
I did my
title. I was
homework.
just an idea. I've
didn't
done
know
my
about
homework. I just
title.
couldn't think of any. Oh, you're as shit as I am then.
Well, I never got told we needed a bloody title for
No,
it.
he
I
adds
just
things
got-
on at the end though, doesn't he? Because he's thought of
Yeah.
one, so you think, I know I can make him look
To be
stupid.
fair, AI.
You've got to
thought
say
of
it
one,
in
I
an
didn't come up
Irish accent. Will be coming up next or something stupid.
with one. And you have to say yours in an Irish accent.
No, because I'll just get shot.
So yeah, the idea being is that we'll then discuss the kind of practicalities of this thing. Obviously, the chat GPT, I'm going to just call it AI one. The AI ones are a little bit more out there, so we'll
Skynet.
have probably more fun discussing the practicalities of that. And then ultimately, we're going to give it a yay or a nay in terms of it being a good product that we think, you know, potentially could be useful. And if it's not, then we'll give it a big boo. That's the plan.
Boo.
Have you got a
Have we
boo button?
Have we got a boo noise? We got a wow wow wow, haven't we?
Yeah, I've got a whack whack whack, and I've got a.
Oh, I thought you were going to do the sound.
Nothing came through.
I was like,
Oh.
that's a crap sound.
Yeah.
Nope.
That's bad.
There's no sound coming through.
No, there's no sound.
There's no sound.
There's no sound.
You've not got any sound?
There's no noises. You're fibbing. You're fibbing.
Anna's been playing with it. Alright, I'll play around with the sounds.
That's how you get little ones. Sorry, children.
Surely that would make more. Surely that would make more noise, wouldn't it? If that's the case.
I'll play around with it. I'll get that to work. Right. So yeah, guys. Andy, let's go with yours first because I know that you were a little bit more prepared.
Good idea. Give me time. Fuck
so
off. I was prepared. It's just not very good.
I will call it the title of Gucci Comms. So it is a comm set that has no front speaker or buttons. It's fully programmable using your mobile phone, and auto links to people added into the app and saved channels. We'll also use standard radio signals, Bluetooth, and mobile data to stay connected no matter where you are. All paired devices will talk to each other automatically once in range. You simply have a box with an antenna.
Sound like he's reading off of something that it's already.
He's pulled this off the internet.
I've written it.
He's pulled this off the internet. There's no way that he's thought this up by himself.
Simple box unit in a pouch with an aerial port and a headset port, and you program it all through your phone wherever you may have that on your persons.
Sounds very, very good. Don't believe that you thought of that, though.
That took me 45 minutes sitting on the loo, that did, to write that. Yay!
No, it sounds cool. I mean,
Ray's just put that sounds like a mobile phone.
And they come with various covers that you could attach to them.
Various covers, yeah, and a 14 megapixel camera.
Without using your mobile phone. Thanks, Rach.
There's no way Andy's that smart.
Hang on a minute. Oh,
this is very sophisticated for a caveman. Oh, I'm not the only one then.
Well, do you know what? I'm just gonna go.
I'm just.
That was a genuine idea of myself, and it's just been shot down.
No, that's very good, mate. Very good,
Andy. You did
it was
very
a very
well.
good.
Well
It's genuinely, I'm shocked that it was genuinely a thing that could actually work. No, out of any of us.
If I'm being given homework, I'm going to do it properly.
That's a good idea. I'm so glad because my idea was a pouch for your comm set to go in, so that's me covered as well. Moving on to Mike straight away.
Oh,
sorry, I'm still playing with dings.
Yeah, because I'm talking me.
Whoa.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, hello. Yeah, back. Hello. That was odd.
Yeah, cool.
Don't do that.
The ding still isn't working. I need to play around.
Never mind the ding. We can make ding noises. We'll improvise.
Something has gone wrong with the ding.
We were here before the ding. We'll be here after the ding.
My idea is a new take on airsoft grenades.
Oh, the ding.
That's very dingy. It's a new take on airsoft grenades. I call this the fart grenade. So my plan is it's effectively like a Mark V or something like that that also encapsulates a vial or some sort of smell component. So you lob it into a room, so it not only makes a loud bang and then goes off. My plan is that it's effectively a chemical warfare attack in that it makes that whole room stink of fart. With the idea being is that it means that gas masks can be practically incorporated into airsoft for actual use because other than smoke, there's not really kind of a lot of benefit to them. So I thought, having a fart, not a fart spray because I don't want to cover people in fart juice, but having that kind of smell component would be a much different way of stopping people from using a certain area. Or if you're proper hardcore and you want to carry on fighting in that smell anyway, then potentially, yeah.
I like it. Again,
it's a fart grenade.
And mine will be
a grenade.
Febreze. Yeah, and mine will be a Febreze grenade to counteract your.
I will counter. I see your fart grenade, and I raise your Febreze grenade.
Just before you breach the room, the guy on the front's like, Febreze, and then just 2 cans of Febreze goes.
Or one of like you get at the weddings, the guy walking over with a bum bag full of rose petals, just flinging them out into the room as you run in. Little pirouette halfway through. Very good.
Oh.
Fart grenade.
Let's see what the chat says.
So what was Lance's?
You want to buy a mask?
Right, okay, fine.
Hang on, so I was just going through the chat of mine to see
Oh,
what
right,
people think.
Oh, hang on.
Gas masks don't
Are
stop
we saying that
liquid
Mike's was a good idea then? Are we getting? Oh, that's a bit of a dull ding. Hang on. There you go. There's Mike's good ding. Good ding,
Ray
bad
says,
ding.
so you want to go
yeah.
your happy camps, guard towers, huge sets on that? No, I'm not using mustard gas.
Yeah.
Forgot my username. Watch that get instantly banned at every site in the world. I don't think it would. I think that's genuinely something that people would adopt.
Yeah, and you can also drop Titanic guffers and then blame it on the fart grenade.
Yeah.
Oh, my fart grenade went off in my pocket.
Oh man. Oh, another one. Bugger.
Yeah. So there we go. That was the fart grenade. Over to you,
Right.
Lance.
I love the fart.
So my idea was a sort of adaptation of the self-heating food kit thing, Russian heater, as opposed to rather than having like the bag with all the gubbins, having to put your meal in the bag and add water to it, this, that, and the other. It literally has like a cold compress, like the bag. You squeeze it and it reacts and it goes ice cold. Well, the ration meal, the outer covering is that, but it's completely arse reverse. So as soon as you break one side of the bag, so basically you've got, how can I explain this? Let me get my bag of brown from last week's show.
Yeah.
So,
like a bit like a really good hand warmer.
like a
Like
really
when
good. So
you
basically,
like, you know,
let's say
the-
this is my meal in the packet.
Yeah.
And it's inside. There's an outer bag around it, which has got a divide. So one part of it is the heating element, and the other part of it's like the water or liquid that needs to make the chemical reaction. So it's all contained in there. You literally just open the top, squeeze the bag, bosh, they all get together, fold the bag down, tape it up, that's it. And then once that's heated up to how long you need, undo the top bit, take your ration meal out, jobs are good. And it's all contained in there. You just open it and it's all one thing. So it's like a double-skinned
I like
ration
that,
pack meal. Rather than having to put it into different packaging, it just comes like that. And you literally just burst it, and then once it's cooked, you open it up and you just eat your meal. Because the chemical bit is on the outside, so your meal's still secure. But it's all one, just looks like one ration bag meal.
Yeah,
With
I
me?
like that.
That's
Yeah.
what that's where I went with my.
Oh.
I'm gonna self ding. I think.
We
Can I
got a
self
ding.
ding? Will you
self-ding.
allow me?
Oh no, hang on, I can do.
Oh.
I don't know. My ding's not working. It's really annoying me.
No,
Hang
it
on,
did
Brett,
work.
Something very different up here.
Did it work?
Yeah, the ding worked.
I heard a ding.
Oh, okay.
Didn't hear that ding.
Oh. All right. I'll play around with it.
Got to put all my
very
bag of brown
Um,
back in the thing.
That sounds
Reg.
cool. I like it.
Let chewing
Do
gum.
you want to see what the robots came up with?
Let's.
Oh, I
Okay,
don't like
so-
Skynet.
The first one is a smart holster. So this is a holster with integrated sensors and wireless connectivity to track the status and location of the user's gun in real time.
What? What? So
I think-
it'll adjust depending on the gun you're holding.
I think the idea is that it will allow the holster to know where the pistol is. Or I guess if you've got...
Well, if it's not in the holster, I'm thinking it'd be in his
my
fucking hand.
Again, this is the internet.
or you've dropped it and it just pulls you back to it.
It says track the status and location. So I guess maybe the status could be you can have the ammo count on it, but that seems a bit pointless having it on the holster. Because you're not going to know how many bullets have I got left. Oh, let me check my holster.
See, smart. When you said smart holster, I presumed it would be like, I recognise the user's using a Glock 17. Okay, let's adjust. Transformer, Glock 17 holster. Oh, he's got Beretta 92. Just a couple of little adjustments there, and then bosh, in he goes. Like, oh, that's now that's a smart holster.
Yeah. Pony Tony's got it. It's an omnivore with an air tag.
Okay, so I'm guessing we're going with on the basis of this one's to track the location of the pistol.
I'm giving
That's
it a
not good
thumbs
one.
down.
Thumbs down for
Okay,
that one.
Now,
That
I say,
one's
bear in mind that
rubbish.
some of the things this has kicked out kind of already exist a little bit. So
Gravity.
this is a magnetic BB catcher.
Magnetic.
A device that can magnetically attract and catch stray BBs. I'm assuming it thinks the BBs are metal. To clarify.
Oh, that was literally going to be.
Hoover.
To clarify, it also says reducing the risk of injury and mess during play.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than making a mess when you're playing.
You can do that with a Hoover or a leaf blower. As they're shooting at you, just run along with a leaf blower, blowing them.
Or
back.
have the Hoover at the end of your rifle, so as soon as you fire it just gets collected again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's a strong winner.
No.
No.
Thumbs down.
No.
Thumbs down.
Thumbs down on that one. Okay, right. So next up we have let's go with biometric gun lock. A lock that uses biometric authentication to unlock and secure the gun, preventing unauthorized access and increasing safety.
That's the thing already, isn't it?
That's what I mean. It's coming up with a few interesting things, but I mean they do have those already. So
I'd like one on the
good
pistol.
Idea for Airsoft?
Yeah, on the pistol would be cool, like on your weapon, like they did in
Bond,
RoboCop, and everything else,
well, isn't it?
Yeah. So it literally
Biometric
reads your
lock,
fingerprint. That'd be awesome.
That's cool. That's a cool gimmicky thing. We'll give that a thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Mike, you're not voting on any of these.
Chewbacca's a yes. Chewbacca's a thumbs up for that. A Wookiee thumb up.
Silly Gilly says, I've got a friend who needs a magnetic BB holder.
Ooh. There you go. Something for Harry to work on. See, magnetic BB holder, I wouldn't thought short if it was the actual... The unit itself can magnetise to a metal object and then it captures the BBs. Or it only catches like metal ball bearings.
I think the problem is that this is assuming that the BBs are made of metal, so I think it's trying to capture...
Yeah, owl
BBs
as well.
As opposed to plastic ones. Forgot what username says. It would be annoying if you were trying to draw the pistol in a hurry and the fingerprint sensor wasn't accepted it. Because I mean, we all get it with our phones, don't we? It's like
contactless payment.
Phone 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
Mine's stupid. To try and pay, it's supposed to speed things up. So to pay for something with my phone, I've got to look at the screen. I've got to double click it, the side, click, look at the screen, hold it back to the thingy. Ridiculous. I could have given him a tenner by now.
Yeah. But also, another downside to the palm reader thing, all of us wear gloves.
Yeah, that would be
like all of us.
Maybe like an eye sensor on the end of the barrel that you have to look through to activate your rifle.
Like that one.
So just turn the rifle round at yourself.
Yeah, but you know full well that the iPro would get in the way of that, and it was still.
Yeah, no, you've got to take your iPro off. So imagine that's the end of the barrel. That's the business end of the barrel. Just straight there. Like that. Have a button.
Now it will fire.
Yeah, have a button. Have the button right near the trigger somewhere that you have to press to activate.
And it's got to be loaded. It's got to be loaded.
It has to be loaded with a battery in it. Safety off. Brilliant. Don't do that. That's stupid. Just joking.
So some of these were a little bit on the nose. So a holographic sight is as you would expect. So I'm not going to cover that one.
Yep.
A force field helmet. A helmet that creates a force field around the user, protecting them from incoming BBs.
They already exist, don't they?
One of them. Like a proper force field.
I'm sure I've seen a few players wearing them.
Yeah, they're full body ones, aren't they?
That's what it is.
Yeah.
There is no cheating in Airsoft. It's them bloody force field helmets again.
It's the lads that when they jump on the site and they just go shields up and that's it for the rest of the game.
Can't get me. No. Didn't say the magic word.
Okay, so we're probably poo-pooing that in there.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'll go.
Are you going to poo-poo it? I'm going to go...
No, I think we got to poo-poo it on the basis that it doesn't exist technology-wise.
We don't know that. Can you categorically say that there is no force field helmet? Could you stake everything?
To be fair, actually no, because have you seen these umbrellas that they've got like the high-speed air jets that come out like the top of the pole to create the umbrella effect? Have you seen that? So you could do something similar with an airsoft helmet.
It's a force field. It doesn't say what the force field's got to be made up of. It's just a field of force which is repelling a thing. You know,
like magnets.
Magnets,
That's very similar to the
It's a
other
yes
one,
from
though.
Rage.
With Rage gives it a yes,
You
then
wouldn't
it's
want
a yes.
magnets, would you? You wouldn't want to attract the BBs.
Well, you would do if you put them the other way.
You
And then you'd
repel,
have to-
repel
Yeah.
real bullets. I wonder how big a magnet you'd need to repel a bullet
Mate,
coming at you.
we need to sell this to the army right now. Magnetic,
This is science.
anti-magnetic helmets and armor.
Just giant
That's what we're missing.
magnet things. Yeah.
All these bullets will like just fly in and fly out again. That's probably really dangerous for anyone else standing around.
Yeah, so whoever's next to you.
Thinking about it.
Jedis aren't real. Yes, they are, Rage.
Jedis are real. I am a Jedi. It's official on my paperwork.
I is a Jedi.
So
Anyhow.
next up, we have the holographic decoy grenade. So this is a grenade that creates a holographic image of the user, allowing them to distract opponents to make a getaway.
I would love that.
Yeah, I'd
Or a
love
torch. A torch with just like my filter on it, just to put on the wall at night. And you get like a series of different filters pointing or like.
That gets 2 thumbs up, that one. I love that.
I wonder if you can get that. Do you remember like the laser pen you used to get? You could get like the little screw-on
Yeah.
ends to it. I'd love a filter, like an effigy of me, just like going, "Roar!" Really camp, like, ooh, matron. I would love that. That would be the best. Yes, that's a massive thumbs up.
That's how I looked at this. So I think this was kind of initially thinking like a proper hologram.
Oh yes,
like
exactly
Star
that,
Wars
Steve.
or Star Trek. Sorry, that's people. Star Trek level holograms. But I genuinely reckon that you could almost have like a little small projector. So like your torch is basically.
I had
projecting
a,
the image on the lens on the wall.
I had a Ghostbusters projector when I was a kid, and it was the trap. And when you pressed it, the trap doors opened, and it beamed a ghost onto the ceiling.
Ghost onto the ceiling.
Very scary.
Yeah.
Very scary.
There you go. So thumbs up on that one.
Thumbs up for that.
2
Yeah.
thumbs for me.
Yeah.
Double thumbs up for that.
Holographic
Double thumbs,
decoy
I love it.
grenade.
That sounds like great fun. Could be had with that.
So next up, we have the magnetic holster. So this is a
Done
holster that uses magnets to secure.
No,
the
no,
gun
no.
in
We did
place.
the smart holster and
No,
magnetic
so this
BB
is a smart
capture.
holster. This is a magnetic holster. So instead of actually having a holster sort of encapsulated around the pistol that you slide the pistol into, this would effectively just be slapping the pistol onto you, and it then stays.
Don't they
Yeah, but then
already
that's gonna screw your biometric sensors up.
They're
say,
shielded. They're shielded
can't have
from
them
the
both.
magnetic holster.
Your
Can't have them both.
holographic. Your,
They're in
your
a they're in a
holographic starts going down.
Faraday. You fuck. But yeah, you've already got that. You've got one of those things for holding like a
Yeah, you've got one.
sledgehammer or whatever it is on your back that you don't carry
Until
ever.
I've used it because it's still in the packet.
So, you know, exactly. I rest my case. You should try that. You should try and run your pistol on that and see how good it is for retaining. Obviously, I'd put a lanyard on your pistol before, so if it did come off, you wouldn't lose it. But
I've broken all of my riffs.
none of them stick. They are all plastic.
Pony makes a good point. Pony Tony, TM pistols are plastic.
True, but the internal.
buy
Also,
better
Chewbacca
ones.
suggested Velcro.
Not if it was a Velcro one.
That wouldn't be very stealthy, though, would it? You'd have to
It
do
would.
a stealthy.
Ah!
You'd have to. Ah!
Ah! Ah!
I'll tell you what. If you put the hook section of the Velcro on the pistol, and you know, for some reason were really hot, you wanted to run bare chested, and you had loads of chest hair, you could just hook your pistol straight onto the chest hair.
On the all the gooch.
On the gooch, yeah.
Conceal carry it on the gooch.
It gets sweaty down there, though. You could slip out your hands.
Well, I wouldn't run with my hands between my legs as well if the pistols should be secured there. Because that just look like you've escaped from somewhere naked and are just running away.
Won't get me, sir. Won't get me.
I think that's a thumbs down, that one.
Yeah.
I think that's a thumbs down.
Why
as well.
change something that isn't broken?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this
Stupid
one
AI.
Sort of, this one sort of already exists, but it's an interesting one to discuss the merits of because not everyone uses it. So, Smart Battle Tracker. So this is an app that uses GPS and wireless connectivity to track and display the location and status of players. So not just the location, this would be status as well.
Status.
The status of players and objectives in real time during airsoft scenarios.
Yeah, I've tried using it. It's shite.
Oh, this is that Alpha something or other.
Blue
what's it
Force
called?
Tracker, isn't it?
Blue Force Tracker, yeah. There's another one as well though, but I've never used it.
Thingy.
I was asked to down. Aries Alpha, that's the kiddie. I was asked to download one for an event, which then we never used it. So yeah, I don't know. What was the guff on it again? What did they say it would do?
Track.
So it would use GPS and wireless connectivity to track and display the location and status of players. So status, I'm assuming, is whether you're fucked or not.
Yeah, but then you're reliant on other. Yeah, but then you're reliant on other players. Like if you've been hit, instead of you screaming for a medic, you get on your phone and you go, "Yeah, hang on a minute, I've just got to mark myself as wounded."
Just got to log in.
Just got to log in. Hold it up to your face.
My password.
Verify password.
Yeah, hold it up to your face that doesn't recognise you because you're wearing iPro and Face Pro.
Yeah,
you've got
to take all that off.
Yeah.
I think that's just adding nonsense. That's not. I wouldn't be up for that.
Stephen Whitehead says gun gamers were talking about an app for their events. So actually, on the back of the battle tracker, smart battle tracker, do you think that an app for events would be good? I can see. I think
all
the rules, maps.
Well, no, you should have them on your phone anyhow. It's easy that you can have all that already. But I think for an event organizer, I'm going to hark back to many years ago at APOC, where we used to be giving them Motorola phones that are all GPS tracked, and then they had back at their main safe zone, they had screens set up so they could actually see each team leader of each section got one of these radios, so they could see Blue 4 and Op 4 teams and where they were in the game zone. And sort of coordinate things so that things would happen, which worked really, really well because they knew where you were because they could track the radio of that team leader of that call sign. Mm-hmm. So I think that's a very good.
Leave that radio somewhere else, and then we go off and.
Yeah, but then that's your own fault, isn't it? That's when you cock things up.
Yeah.
But that worked really well. So there's no reason. I don't see why there's any reason why that couldn't happen again. But then it's the whole site giving out radios that are obviously have a marked value to them. For people to use, or whether they just have some sort of little tracking tag or something like that they can literally put on you. I mean, Christ, you can buy them for your dog, track it anywhere you like. Air tags, issue them to each team leader or something, so that at least they can track the team leader of that. I'm not saying every guy in the section, but the team leader, everyone's going to be within sort of like 30-40 meters of him. So that could be an option, maybe. That would make it cool. That'll make it a good event.
The main thing for me, if you're going to use that as an event organizer, then you need to make sure that you're not just using it to go, right, I've got this section moving here, I need to form an ambush. Do you know what I mean? Like, it still play within the event.
I mean, I think it'd be good though
if like a command element within your team, that would make sense.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I wouldn't use it just for like orchestrating like ambushes and stuff like that. If for example the team was sort of straying off course of where you needed them to go, or they were new to the site, you could sort of steer them a little bit to just say, get on comms to them, give us a sit rep, what's your location, and then just say, you need to be moving sort of northeast from where you are now. Not saying that, don't obviously say, you're off course, you've gone completely the wrong fucking way, but you can sort of guide them a little bit. I think that's quite good. I think that's quite a good thing. Good element of safety to it as well.
Airsoft Vixen says, I used an app at a site only partway through the day. They chose some members to go rogue, forgetting they were still on the app and trackable.
Nice. Whoops. Didn't think that one through, did we? No, I think anything like that's always good. Because I can only add to the game, because it's only going to be Zero seeing it. It's only going to be the organiser seeing it. They're not going to be feeding intel to the enemy team via it, because that's just pointless. It's just a massive force multiplier, isn't it?
I think it's a good idea if it can be done properly.
Definitely. Yeah, if it's done properly and it's not abused to the benefit of the opposite teams or whatnot, then wicked, why not?
So next up, we have the Intelligent Airsoft Helmet. So this is a helmet with built-in sensors that provide players with real-time data about their surroundings.
That you could link to your phone.
That's like a fighter. Now we're in the realms of fighter pilot shit, not heads-up display units and stuff.
A heads-up display.
That would be awesome.
Sure what real-time data you'd need about your surroundings?
I'd love that. Like the Apache gunship, where it comes up over the brow of that hill, and it just goes like it's like you see it scan. It goes doo, 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 and it highlights all these targets in red, and then just like it puts them in lists of threat, and then it then categorizes each of those targets into a list of which has got the most threat level to it, and I'm just like, yeah, that's awesome. See me stood there with my M4 and my pistol, be like, category threat level. This guy is the most threat because he's only a metre away, Whereas the guy who's 30 metres away, I can leave him for a little while. Plus, it's windy, so I doubt I'm going to hit him. That would be cool. That would be very cool.
Yeah, that would be cool.
But I'd want like a Universal Soldier sort of little screen that goes.
Little flip down thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I might just make one of them just because it looks fucking awesome. But just get one of those. What are those? Them scope guards, the little arch sort of scope guard thing.
Yeah.
Just flap.
Scope
just
guards,
have that just to flap it down.
Yeah.
Just so it looks the part. I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
There you go.
Watch this space.
Just some Tipex marking like
Just Tipex some symbols and some fucking hieroglyphics on it, so it looks like I'm getting data incoming.
Yeah. I mean, you could use it for navigation, maybe. If you had it,
I'd have a Bluetooth speaker in there, right, and it will play the sound of, you know, the old dial-up. just saying, just getting some intel coming in, lads. Just wait, the old dial-up connections. Oh mate, yeah. Or a fax. There's a fax coming in. Fax machine out the front.
Or
updated map.
Just buy a Google Glass.
Is that the specs?
Yeah.
They give you all the
Just
stuff.
take one lens out. Just
Yeah.
buy a
have
Google Glass. Take one
like
lens out. Job done.
Like a monocle, and have it on a chain that goes in your pocket.
Yeah. Google monocle.
Proper old school. Yeah, definitely. Why not? Oh, look at all those ideas we
They
just
missed
had.
the
That's
trick,
amazing. A helmet, tactical helmet that is not only a modem dial-up internet connection, a fax machine. I'll probably be able to shoehorn a filer fax in there or something on the side. Yeah, I don't know, a coffee maker, cup holder. Yeah, cup holder's always good. Yeah.
No, you have to have the holder on the side and the straw coming out to the.
Are you lot fucking drunk? No. Drunk on life, baby.
Drunk on life. Drunk on the future of technology, mate.
Future of airsoft technology, right here.
Rage says on the whole sensors thing, so it has eyes and ears. Yes.
Yes. And mouth and nose.
Forgot my username. Basically an ODST helmet, a Scully motorcycle helmet from Tony. Steven says maybe go full Skynet and have those creepy Boston Dynamics dogs running around gunning people down.
Yeah.
I'd love to ride one of those into battle. That'd be amazing. Here comes the
Ride
cavalry
one.
section.
You would as well. You'd literally just like that, wouldn't you? Yes, I'm coming.
Yeah. Because they're quite bumpy when they move around as well, so it'd literally just be like that as you're going along. It'd be amazing. Kieran Thompson says the last two sounds like something from a manga I'm reading called Marginal Operation. So
Awesome.
I've been out thought on that.
Bloody hell.
So
I
close.
could see it being quite useful. If you set like waypoints on a map and then like it's almost having like a little heads-up display as to which way you're going.
It'd be cool to pick out snipers, especially gillied up ones.
Oh yeah.
Just like, and then you get like the 3 red dots like the Predator.
Yeah. Only problem is,
Would you let it like autopilot you though?
Tom?
Would it?
Yeah,
Let, if you had like the helmet connected to an exoskeleton, so when you spotted your target, it's sort of like you could just go autopilot and it would just turn your head. There it is, and then it would make you raise your rifle up and you'll be like, oh fuck, and just go running out.
Yeah, this is when it sees something behind you and you just.
Or you're on a quad bike or something and it spots something and you go, oh! Oh, that could be hilarious. Yeah.
We've effectively created like an aimbot, haven't we?
Yeah.
Just sitting there with like a ration meal or something and you've not taken it or not turned it off autopilot. Whoa! Just... Oh mate, that could be priceless. Absolutely. Just see someone go running down the trail, like still in their tent, just their legs out of it when they've not turned it off. Oh dear, it's so stupid, but hilarious. Yeah.
So what do we think? Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Oh, thumbs up. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Let's
guess
get on that. Absolutely. Excuse me.
Okay, so next up we have the multi-purpose airsoft grenade. So this is a grenade that can be used to create smoke, sound, or light effects.
So a firework.
Yeah, but you can select what it does.
Yeah, so when you've got your grenade, you can basically lob it, and it will either, presumably on command, create smoke, sound, so presumably like a Mark 5, or light effects as strobe, I guess.
Oh.
Disco ball.
Yeah, I quite
Or
like
maybe
that.
all three at the same time. That'd be effective, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I like that idea. That'd be cool.
A multi, like a what's the cinema with all the 4 thingy effects on it? 4D, whatever it is, effects. IMAX, like an IMAX grenade. So it gives you everything. Gives you the lot in one go. Light, smoke, noise, feeling, whatever it is.
And it heats your ration.
And it hits your
hits your
rations up. Yeah, absolutely.
Sorry, forgot my username was also said on the exoskeleton thing. It'll just be like one of those dogs from Up going squirrel.
Squirrel!
Could you imagine?
I'll tell you what. I wonder if you could program it to detect things. So, like, if you got all your mates, when you could program it to detect BBs. So if there's a gunfight going,
Spend the entire battle in the Matrix style, just because there's so many going on.
just getting dragged, just going around the floor like whoa, my head, just dodging BBs.
Have you guys seen Space Force?
What with the huge Darth Vader helmet? With matey...
No, that's Spaceballs. So Space Force is a Netflix series with Steve Carell.
No.
Where...
Yes, I have seen some of that. Yes, yeah. I have.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's pretty much taking the piss out of the new US Space Space Army, what the fuck it's called.
So
Space Force.
This is in no way ruining it, but there's one of the episodes they're testing out new sort of exoskeleton spacesuits, and the premise is that when astronauts die, because the spacesuits are quite expensive, this exoskeleton gets them back so that they can take the astronaut out and they've still got the spacesuit, because the spacesuits are probably more expensive than the astronaut. But there's a whole load of like videos of just they're testing these they're testing these spacesuits, and there's loads of people just laying there like just being dragged around.
This is pretty much it. Or just on a cheaper scale, I think, for Airsoft.
Right, okay, so next up we have the Smart Airsoft Scoreboard. So this is a digital scoreboard that keeps track of player scores and displays them in real time during Airsoft operations.
No, that sounds lame. We don't know the score. It's all about taking count. Yes.
Yeah.
Really, I don't see it smart.
Well, you'd have to have everyone.
You don't want to know, mate.
You'd have to have everyone in full rubbered suits that feels hits and everything, wouldn't you?
Steve says, Elysium-style powered exoskeleton, absolutely, and it heats your rations up. This whole episode is like a conversation between 3 stone dudes. You should have Pink Floyd playing in the background. Is it that moment of the evening where everyone just starts getting really real?
Yeah. Oh my god.
It's Blunt discusses Airsoft. What does Lance have in their vape? Weed. That sounds like laser tag. That sounds like laser tag.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Laser soft.
Everyone queues up at the end and goes, "Oh, I got 15 hits."
Oh, I always do that at the end of the ride, the Tomb Blaster ride at Chesington. I always relish in the fact that I've beaten my wife and 2 children. If you've not been on that ride, I recommend you go on it.
So next up, we have, I'm going to read out what I think this is, and then I've kind of reimagined it slightly. So, Smart Field Medic Kit. So, this is a kit with essential medical supplies and sensors that can help players monitor their health and vital signs during play. So, that to me is that it's just like an emergency kit that kind of keeps an eye on your own body stats to check you're okay. What I was thinking is if you were applying that as a player, so that you had effectively a system on you that would identify, we were talking prior about when you're wounded, it actually gives the medic something to do in terms of the medic has to come over and assess you and then apply a suitable treatment to that assessment. So for example, if they came over to you, you've been hit and you pull out a card and it says shot in leg, and then you have to apply a bandage to your leg. That would be quite an interesting system if you could apply that. So you don't have a card system. You literally have like a box on you that almost covers that injury aspect. So the medic comes over and it could just maybe hit the box, and the box would randomize something to say, leg injury or something like that. And then you have to apply smart kit that would almost I don't know. I mean, this.
I'm with you.
Then you could have that on your
You could scan
display,
your casualty,
and you run up, and then everyone has a QR code on their kit, QR patch. They run up to them, look at it. It randomly generates an injury.
Yeah, and it records that injury on that player.
Yeah. Oh, you've lost your leg.
Or
you've got a whole the exoskeleton's like I've learned.
Goes, all right, fine. And now it doesn't. Now you hop around everywhere. See,
of course, everybody then tries to get the pregnant card. Or to generate an injury, you could just have like a little tombola, couldn't you? In a medic kit. So you just drop it down, and then open the little hatch up. Instead.
Yeah.
Ooh, what we got?
Little Mystic Meg next to you.
Excuse me. Oh dear.
So what do we think? Smart field medic kits?
No, I think
I don't know.
it has sort of, but the actual.
I quite like the idea of it monitoring your own levels and stuff like that, and just saying like, getting a warning, so you are dehydrated, you must drink more. But then you've got that on. You can get that on like smartwatches and stuff like that, can't you? It keeps an eye on your calorie counts and bits and bobs like that.
I don't think the benefit is in the health and vital signs. Like, other than dehydration, ultimately you're gonna you're not gonna like randomly suffer. I don't know. For example, it comes up to you and tells you that you've got a cold. It's not gonna be that helpful, is it? Let's be honest.
I like Medic Tombola.
Yeah, medics.
That's quite good. I think miniature tombolas for medics is a long-awaited call for any airsoft event, just for added that realism.
Who's running around with a high capacity mag? It's not. It's the medic tombola.
Yeah, sorry, it's Medic Tombola. Medic Tombola. What have we got in the comments here?
Oh, right,
phrasing
so
Lance. What? Phrasing me. Who's phrasing me? Phrasing Lance. Phrasing Lance. Lance is phrasing. Am I phrasing?
Are you phrasing?
Rage says if you need an app to tell you that you're thirsty, you have some larger problems in life.
Yeah.
Well, it's a dry. It's my mouth. Oh, so thirsty.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
The app doesn't say that I don't need a drink.
I
so I'm
can't
not
be because the
to.
app says no.
Okay, so next up we have the smart chronograph. So this is a device that measures the velocity of BBs and provides real-time feedback to the player on their gun's performance.
Already out.
That's quite good.
It's already out.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, you can get it in a
I've seen
tracer
something like
unit.
that before.
It's a
What
tracer
about-
unit and a peg box, and it tells you like how many rounds you've gone through, what your FPS is, how many rounds you got left in your mag. It's already out, and it does tracers.
What about a chronograph that you put your rifle into a machine, and then it fires it, and then it automatically adjusts your rifle for you to meet any required limits. Perhaps more on the gas blowbacks, maybe like that, something like that. I don't know if you do that with an AEG. That could be quite cool. Or it gives you what you need to do to bring that rifle in. You need to tweak this to quarter turns to this and quarter turns to that.
Yeah, that sounds
for it
cool.
to be within limit. Or your spring needs to be shortened down by X amount of millimeters or something like that to be at a, rather than having to guess it or just do it in little increments, you can just tell you. Your rifle is firing at this, it needs to be this, you need to do these steps to make it that. That'd be quite cool.
Yeah,
I don't think it'd be really needed or not, but it'd be quite cool. That was for when you said you beat your wife and kids. Oh! Yeah. At Tomb Blaster, I beat them.
Yeah.
I didn't beat them during it.
I'll be honest, I thought the same thing, but I wasn't going to point it out.
You're just awful
I
people. Thank you, Andy. I knew you knew what I meant.
didn't.
I
knew
I
exactly
got
what
a
you meant.
greater score than
Andy
they
wasn't
did.
listening.
Yeah.
Ugh, honestly.
If he was talking about actually beating his kid, he'd just say, "I'll just smack the shit out of him."
Yeah, exactly. Which I did when they beat me once.
Yeah, that's why you.
Now I've won all the other games.
Yeah.
Smart chronograph, what do we think?
Let Daddy win.
Smart chronograph.
No.
It's already there, so I'm going to say nay because we've already got it.
Okay, so next up we have the Smart Airsoft Gun Bag. This is a bag with integrated sensors and tracking technology that can help players locate and retrieve their guns quickly and easily.
AirTag, no.
No, it's already a
No,
thing.
I don't like that one.
That's going to get a dole. We didn't get a dole ding for that one. That's
Dole
lame.
Okay, so this is one for Silly Gilly. This is the ghillie suit camouflage paint.
This could make them look really good.
I'll be honest, when I read this originally, I was like, you just stand naked and you just spray this.
So, like, is that the same as tartan paint?
Yeah.
So, you're right. This is a spray-on paint that mimics the texture and colours of a ghillie suit for effective camouflage in different terrains.
Isn't that just like green silly string?
So you stand there, just with your arms out, and just someone covers you in green silly string.
I wonder if you could get camo pattern silly string. Though that could actually be quite effective, you know. If you could get like a desert tan or a brown, not the garish, like bright lime green colours you do get silly string in, but they actually had dulled down
Pooh brown,
olive drab, desert tan, black. Mate, that could be a thing.
It couldn't pull apart though. It can't be that. It can't be that shit.
No, you'd have to put some really naughty chemicals in there that are terrible for the environment and don't inhale it, just to make it sort of like worth having.
Yeah, don't get it on. Yeah, don't get it on. Yeah, don't get it on your skin. Sort of.
Do not
chemicals.
spray at people. Do not spray on clothing. Avoid eyes. Wood contact with skin. Silly ghillie string.
Trademarking it now.
Yeah,
Sham
there
on.
we go.
We were talking about patents just the other day, weren't we, Ed?
I'll tell you what. That would hands down be something he could advertise for next April Fools. The silly ghillie string. That'd be
Everyone
amazing.
remember this episode tonight and remind us on the April 1st next
when
year.
the legal suit ensues.
Yeah. We thought about it.
To be fair, because this has come from AI, I don't technically know who legally owns it.
But we've developed it. They planted the seed, and we actually developed it. So screw AI again. We are better than the computer.
So we next up have a.
So that's a big ding for that.
Paint?
Yeah, I like that one.
I'd say so. Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
Okay, so next up we have the Advanced Smoke Screen Generator, which, as far as I can make out, is basically a fog machine. It's a generator that produces a thick smoke screen to obscure visibility and conceal the player's movements.
That would be very cool. But then, however, they do have that installed at driver wood.
Depends on the size. It depends on the size. You are not carrying around a massive jerry can sized object as a smoke screen.
He has got them installed at driver wood though for like the night games and that. He's got like this like clear tubing. It all just goes and just like completely engulfs an area, which is pretty cool. So, but yeah, I suppose on a smaller scale, little bit of cheeky bit of dry ice. I'm sure that's safe to run around with, isn't it? Fucking hell.
Or a half decent meal.
Dry ice also would be a
Pony Tony. I am the train. I could just see Mike at Longmoor, just where all the carriages are on top of the hill, just holding it above his head like that in the front.
The dry ice, to clarify, gives you like a low-level fog, like stars in your eyes. Though that's not smoke screen.
See, I was going to say Thriller. Why say stars in their eyes?
You can tell what he watches.
Yeah. Hi.
No, isn't stars in your eyes the one where they come out and be like, "Oh, tonight, whoever, I'm going to be."
Yeah, but isn't the smoke? The smoke's all up, isn't it? Because they've got to walk through the smoke. Dry ice just goes around the feet. Unless the camera just focuses on the footwear, and we've got to guess who they are from their feet.
We're not allowed to do feet again.
Stars in your feet.
Stars on your feet.
Excuse me.
A couple more. If anyone else has any ideas from the
that's a no, by the way, for stars in your eyes.
Yeah, I think we established that's a no.
That's rubbish. That one.
If anyone has any ideas from the audience that you want to throw into the mix, please feel free to do so.
I just love I am the train. I want that on a t-shirt. I am the train.
If you're liking this episode, give us a thumbs up. Because at the moment we're losing people like flies. At the moment, it's like
dry ice bucket above the door frame. Yeah, that's safe.
Oh yeah,
that's well safe.
Okay, so next up we have a smoke bomb with a disorientating agent. So this is a smoke bomb.
Literally gassing people.
Sorry, say it again.
AI came up with this. A smoke bomb that not only creates a cloud of smoke, but also disorients opponents with a flashing light or loud noise.
That sounds like the multi-grenade we previously
Yeah, that sounds
discussed.
like the multi-grenade.
Get away with your AI trying to slip two things in under different names.
I was a bit concerned then, like you were saying,
I
a bit
thought it was
like
a chemical in the smoke.
Yeah, like we'll just throw a weed grenade in there, not Mike's spark grenade, a weed grenade, and just get everyone
weed
high.
Grenade. That could be fun. That could be a nice party. That'd be a party starter, wouldn't it? Right. Who's got the weed grenade? It's Friday.
Don't get that confused with the weed grenade.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Grizzly Bear, just finally caught with you guys live. Just wanted to say keep up the great content. Been listening to your stream like a podcast at work for the last few weeks. Thanks, mate.
Lovely, welcome.
What's up, man?
We
Cheers, buddy.
apologise about this one.
This is fun. No, we like this one. You got to cut loose now and again, man. Got to cut loose.
Welcome to the live.
Different.
Straight after this episode, I'm going to go downstairs and put the Jive Bunny Mega Mix on. So I'm looking forward to that. For those of you who haven't listened to it, I highly recommend it because it really does lift up your day.
Hashtag not a sponsor.
Hashtag not sponsored. Who are you sponsored by? Jive Bunny.
Oh God!
Can we play that at Shift Your Riffs in the evening?
Yeah.
Can we have a jive off?
Yeah, jive off.
Yeah, jive off. DJ Banjo's going to be there.
Next up, we have the reactive camouflage suit. So there were two. It weirdly came up with two of the same things. So there's the multi-camouflage suit and the reactive camouflage suit. So multi-camouflage suit is a suit that can change colour and pattern to match the environment and enhance your stealth. And the reactive camouflage suit was a suit that uses advanced material technology to blend into the surroundings and provide effective camouflage in various terrains and lighting conditions.
Like Lance.
Lance is wearing one right now.
Yeah.
For audio listeners, Lance has disappeared off the screen. So
yeah. He hasn't muted it, so all you can hear is random creaking in the background. They're already trying to design this, aren't they? With mirrors and cameras and stuff, aren't they? So I feel like it will happen eventually, but we won't have it in Airsoft for a while.
No.
Plus,
unless you've got a lot of money.
Plus massive advantage. So, is he back?
I couldn't find it. I was trying to find my reactive camouflage suit, but I couldn't find it anywhere. I do have one. Hang on, let me just stop my camera and I will show you what I mean.
Play the fan.
Oh, he's doing the.
There you go.
It's really creepy when he leaves it going, though, isn't it? So Grizzly Bear is no longer a listener. What are you doing?
Did it?
Did it?
Oh, well done.
Just put my little gun.
So for our listeners, Lance is just.
Oh, I look like the dude from Games Master, dude.
Yeah.
Whoa!
You need your monocle, don't you? You need your.
This is a whole new doorway into entertainment. Whoa!
It's a whole new doorway to something.
Right, it's silly now. No, that nonsense.
Right.
But that's already been done, so no AI. I've already created
I think that's
that.
a no. That's a no.
That's a
Okay,
no.
so next up we have a Bluetooth radio.
That was my
radio.
idea.
Oh, come on.
Well, this is a radio. Well, I'm just saying, it came up with this. A radio that can be paired with a smartphone for easy communication and recording.
Fuck.
Which is pretty much what Andy came up with. So there we go.
Andy has beaten. Andy's caught a glimpse of this list before the show went on.
Fuck you, AI. I'm smarter.
Fuck you, Terminator. You are crap.
Skynet can suck my human balls.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Absolutely. Probably the best bit of advice that's ever been given out on this show.
Next up, and this really isn't practical at all, is the goo gun. A gun that fires sticky goo that immobilizes opponents.
Does it depend
I've already
on where
got one of them.
Is it
I've already got one of them.
depending on where it hits them?
It's in my eyes. Oh, I got it in my mouth.
I don't know how that's got any bearing on airsoft at all.
No.
A sticky goo gun. Where's that come? Even AI's clutching at straws now.
It goes back to whoever gets that pregnancy card, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, you poor thing. You've been attacked by Andy's goo gun, haven't you?
Why my goo gun? Could be mine.
Because you said you've got one.
You've got one as well, I hope.
No, I haven't got a
Silly
goo
Gilly is
gun.
saying Andy is the AI.
Andy is the AI. Oh, another T-shirt. Don't know if it's still I Am the Train. That's probably still the best one.
Okay, so what do we think on the goo gun? I'm going to go with a no.
I'm going to go with a no. In the interests
I'm
of
gonna
health
go
and
with
safety,
no.
I'm going to say no to the goo gun.
Okay, so next up we have the Airsoft Gun Cleaning Kit. This is a kit that contains all the necessary tools and chemicals to keep airsoft guns clean and functioning properly.
That already exists.
Oh, does it though? One specifically to
Does
airsoft?
it? I was going to say.
You can
thinking
get
almost
rifle
like
cleaning kits, but you can't. I've
Nuke
never
Prol.
seen a.
Nuke Prol
No.
did one.
No, but that was that
Nuke
just a
Prol did-
pouch.
No, it was like a little box, and it came with like a cleaning rod, a couple of rags in it, oils, silicone. Came in like a little square. I bought one. I've never used it.
Pro Airsoft Maintenance Kit.
There you go.
That doesn't contain tools though. It is just sort of cleaning products and things.
Yeah, but that's very specific to each rifle, isn't it? Because obviously different Allen key hex sizes and stuff like that.
Mm.
I don't know. I think you just make one yourself, really. For what you'd get in a
I would
kit, I'd say a no.
Yeah.
I think you should have one, but I don't think you should be able to just buy one because it'll probably be missing something that you'd need for your rifle.
You'd have to buy again anyway.
Unless companies start including the bits to the hex head size bits and stuff like that, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
To take it out, take apart, then I'd say no. No AI.
But little thing for people that want a decent set for airsoft is airsoft. Screwfix do a little one in a grey box that's got Imperial and metric for about 23 quid. That's what I got. Just if anyone was wondering.
Just saying.
Just saying.
I quite like the health.
We're always here to help.
Like a little health.
Every little
like
helps.
a little bicycle repair pen knife. So it's not actually got a knife or anything on that. It's literally a series of, I believe it's the metric.
Just a pen then, isn't it?
And then flathead and Phillips, which is quite useful.
It's a pen knife. There's no knife.
Yes. Just, yeah. Okay, so next up we have the hang on, I've lost it. Smoke burst grenade. So this is a hand-thrown grenade that releases a dense cloud of coloured smoke upon impact, creating a visual cover and disorientating opponents during airsoft skirmishes. So I'm assuming it's a grenade that generates a great deal of smoke very quickly.
Oh, okay. Almost like a cloud explosion. Poof.
Yeah, so rather than it be like a smoke grenade that has like a dual vent that builds up.
Yeah. That's quite cool.
This goes bang.
I'd guess
I'm
that
not sure
needs to be
how
quite an intense
possible that is.
explosion, though,
Yeah.
for that to happen.
I was going to say that's a loss of heat quickly on a.
Or an awful lot of pressure inside it to blast
Yeah.
the smoke, or whatever it is in there, out. Whether that be a powder or something, I don't know. Yeah. I'd say
Yeah.
cool, but very dangerous.
Yeah, if it didn't have the risk of blowing your leg off.
It's just full of petrol. It's just a big petrol bomb.
It's
Basically.
a big, it's fine,
Lots of smoke,
burns
very
quick, burns away quick, it's quite safe.
Um,
Don't worry.
So we're
Oh,
saying no.
Andy, can you send Rage a link to that Screwfix tool thing?
Yeah, I can. It's literally just a box of Allen keys.
Nice.
That's all it is. It's got
Nice.
metric and imperial.
Well, he wants a link, so
I will
please.
send him a link.
Thank you.
It might not be to that, but I'll send him a link.
Linus says like a smoke grenade in COD. So obviously you throw the smoke grenade and that just goes.
And then, boom.
Yeah. Yes,
next
if
up-
it was Oz dangerous. Yeah, I'll give that one a medium.
One ding.
Right, we've got a couple more to run through. I'm going to pick up Kieran. So Kieran suggested a colour changing brassard / armband so that you can change the colour depending on what team you're on.
Oh yeah, I spotted that and I like that. That's quite cool. That is cool. You could also incorporate that into like the whole dead man thing as well.
Yep.
Especially at night time.
Could flash. Could flash dead. You are dead.
Dead. Or with an arrow. Dead.
Yeah.
Dead.
It just sends a text out to the rest of the team. I'm dead.
I am dead. I'm very dead.
I got boo-boo.
So what do you think of the brassard? Like that?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I'll be well up for that.
We'd have some of that. Absolutely.
Ding?
Multiple ding.
You were doing the dings.
Multiple ding.
Yeah, okay, so next up we have the Airsoft ammo dispensing system. This is a device that automatically dispenses pre-loaded Airsoft BBs into magazines or speed loaders, saving time and ensuring consistent and efficient reloading during gameplay.
What?
Ads, sorry. I was like, that's a terrible acronym. AIDS, but it's like, no, it's AADS, isn't it?
AADS.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who's got AIDS?
So that
what?
I don't understand that one.
So the idea is that it dispenses pre-loaded Airsoft BBs into magazines or speed loaders. So I'm assuming that it's almost like a box that you would put your magazines or speed loaders into, and it just does
like a vending machine type thing. Suppose, is it?
Don't you just do that with a bottle and a speed loader?
Yeah. But I think it's like a vending machine at a site that you can put your mag in.
Boxes, can't you?
Get a large frappe, put in it.
You can get boxes that are the speed loader thing that you just put the mag on and it's like the battery pad. So you know, like the Odin Tactical hand wound speed loaders. You can get boxes that you just load with BBs, and then I believe they're either battery powered or mains powered, and then you just put the magazine on the top of that, and that then loads the magazine. You seen that?
Oh yeah.
I'll have to
Yeah, I know which one you're talking. Yeah, I've seen them. Yeah, no,
it pokes your BBs into a speed loader because it's too hard for people to do themselves.
It popes. I like the way it popes BBs.
Loomis just says we have one. It's John.
It's John.
We have one. It's John. Sorry, AI. That is a dull ding. There for you. Rubbish.
Okay, so next up we have the Airsoft haptic feedback vest.
The what?
So this is a vest.
That came out really wrong.
Airsoft haptic feedback vest.
What's
so
a
this
haptic?
Is a vest equipped with haptic feedback technology that delivers vibrations or pressure sensations to simulate impacts, enhancing the sense of realism during gameplay. So I'm assuming that this would be something worse than just a BB hitting you. So if you get shot in the leg,
it makes it feel like a real bullet's hit you.
The system replicates it to make it feel like a real round.
Cuts the circulation off, so your leg falls off after 20 minutes.
Jesus Christ, that sounds terrifying. No, unless it was helmet mounted. When if you got headshotted, like you'd pop a sent you flying back. But then your HUD should be able to counteract that, and you should be able to move from it.
Yeah,
that'd be quite cool.
No, I don't. I think that takes away half the fun of the actual sport. Yeah. That does.
Yeah, that would make it horrid.
Yeah.
Terrifyingly horrid. It breaks your ribs, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, this one is the Airsoft Psychological Warfare Kit.
Isn't that us?
Yeah. This is a collection of psychological tactics and strategies tailored for Airsoft gameplay, helping players manipulate opponents' morale, decision-making, and behaviour to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, that happens all the time. I'm going to talk about defining the lack of loo roll.
Oh, loo gate, toilet paper gate.
Yeah, them attacking us all night while they were actually asleep.
Yeah, but is this like a specific machine which generates...
No, this is a box of stuff. It implies that this is just a box of tactics books.
Airsoft Guantanamo Bay, yeah, basically.
Yeah, there we go. Googly eyes on the ghillie suit. Big pair of googly eyes as you're running around.
Oh, hilarious. Marvellous. Yeah, I'd go with that. I'd say, yeah, that's always fun. Like a dress-up box. Bring out the dress-up box.
Okay, so we'll do 2 more. So there was one that I've read. Oh, I can't find it. I'll try and recreate what it said. It was basically a variable weight BB.
What?
It's a BB that you can program the weight of it before it goes into your rifle.
That
or
sounds
like whilst it's in your
well
rifle,
expensive.
You can just change the rate.
How would it do that?
I have no idea.
It just it's like a BB that can just generate matter.
It's got a little black hole in it.
Isn't that what they've been trying to make in Sweden in that fucking tunnel for the dark matter or the god particle or something?
It could amuse me when I read it. Here we go. Variable weight airsoft BBs. The BBs that can be adjusted in weight to suit different shooting scenarios.
That's ridiculous. Sounds brilliant, but that's just too Matrix. That's way above me. No, sorry.
Could you imagine it? Like people are moaning about 25 quid for a pack of sniper BBs. These would cost you like every shot you go, right, I'm broke, can't play anymore.
A BB with indeterminate mass. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
God BBs.
We'll call them the Infinibees.
Infinibees.
Dark bees.
Can you imagine making them? I don't know. I assume there'd be like a mass limit on this thing, because otherwise you'd like just.
There is no limit. There is.
No, but you'd log into your mates' BBs in the rifle and just like make them all just
change
suddenly drop to
a
the
metric
ground,
ton.
Weighs like 4 tons.
His whole rig just rips off his body.
Does it do the size as well? Because you could fire it, and as it's firing, you go times 20, and then there's boulders just falling at them.
Switzerland, sweet. Oh, come on. Forgot my username. Let's not split
matter.
hairs of its actual location. Trying to keep it secret from Putin.
We've got one coming from Rich. Rich has suggested an airsoft javelin launcher with top attack mode fires a foam rocket with a tag impact tip.
Brilliant. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Love that.
I love that.
I like that.
Be able to set up the screen and everything. Gone. Yeah. Excellent.
I'm sorry,
Right,
I'd aim that at some people. So literally just go.
Yeah. Just straight up and down.
Yeah. No,
Have
I
that.
like that.
Yep, we like that one.
Okay.
Any more, Mike?
There is one more. Just
One
trying
more.
to find it because there was one that was talking about an airburst grenade. I can't find it. Oh no, this one. This one I liked. So this is the bouncing disorientation grenade. So this is a hand grenade that's designed to be hand thrown, and it bounces and rolls around unpredictably, emitting disorientating lights and sounds in random intervals, creating confusion, distraction among opponents.
Ain't that like a game of Bop It?
Yeah, I was going to say.
Just
What does it
basically
think
a ball
airsofters
that
are?
you throw into a room and the
Just
balls
throw a
go,
Bop It frisbee. Bop it,
Yeah.
twist it, bang it, bop it. Oh, I can't stop.
Does airsofters are like cats? Oh, it's moving.
Yeah. Oh, what's that
Throw
thing?
it
It's like a vibrating ball with like the foam prongs off of it. And it just bounces around everywhere. One of them, that'd be quite cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, why not? Fuck it.
Yeah.
Thumbs up. Give it a ding.
To be honest, I say that. If that came in and started singing like little songs and little ditties and dancing on the floor, I'd be mesmerised by it.
Yeah. Ooh, I'd liked it in that bunker, Andy. That would have been quite nice actually, wouldn't it? Sat there in the pitch dark. Little song comes on.
Yeah.
Right, the last one that we'll run through from Chat GPT because I'm conscious of the time. This was the adaptive tent. So this is a tent shelter in which the external fly can be adapted to various camouflage patterns in the environment. So I don't know if that's one fly sheet that changes colours or whether you change the fly sheet on the tent.
I wonder if they call it the chameleon.
The chameleons.
Mm.
Yeah, I quite like the sound of that. Again, you could just have a really reflective mirror.
Mirror tent.
Where is he? He's not. Don't look at the big shiny thing in the corner.
Yeah, he's not there. Not over there.
There's just because of the angle of the tent is just sky. That's all you would
Yeah,
see.
just sky.
Why is there a tear in the world? Oh my god. Adaptive camouflage. I mean, it's way ahead of its time, isn't it? That is like one piece of material that can mimic any camouflage on any location.
So that you could adjust. You could have a tent that's just got a removable external fly, and then you've got different fly setups for different camos.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, it sounds cool. There's a thumbs up and a ding. Does it get a ding?
Yeah, I reckon a half ding. Give it half a ding.
There we go, half ding, half thumbs.
Yeah. So there you go. That was November Foxtrot playing with AI.
Never again.
Yeah,
I enjoyed that. That was good fun.
Yeah, it's like a bit different.
We'll think of better episodes.
Best. What was the best invention? For me, it's got to be the heads-up display exoskeleton tangent that we went on. That would be absolutely hilarious to be involved with one of them.
Yeah, that would be pretty fun. Oh, do you know what? I'm so glad Harry Badger wasn't live for this one, because it'd be like, I'm on it.
He's got many ideas.
He
was here. I don't know if he was here for the exoskeleton.
No.
Perhaps he's jotting down.
I'm still waiting on my my mechanical badger that I'm going to ride into battle from Harry. So
there we go. That's it. Yeah,
I'm assuming that's very much like the Boston Dynamics dog.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it is.
No, good stuff. Enjoyed.
Yeah.
Pony Tony says, honestly, this has been the best show in a while for me.
Oh,
thank you.
Good.
Pleasure, Tony. I've had a very good laugh.
I'm glad we could help with situations.
He's gone to make a mech.
He's gone to make a mech.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Oh, there you go. Kenny says, a tent that packs itself.
Yes.
Yeah, lovely. Oh, look, there he is. Cool. He's here.
I'm here and taking
Harry's
notes.
Here,
I'm
he's
on
taking notes and he's on it.
I knew he would be.
How's the banana gun going?
Yeah.
Banana
is that the same as the goo gun?
It's a thing. It's going to be a thing, the banana gun, I'm telling you. It's achievable. It's achievable. You wait when you get shot round the corner.
Yeah. And you get
or a gradual curve, shall I say? I'm not going to say corner. A nice, long, sweeping curve.
One thing I did want to just add on to the end of this episode is I saw this recently on fire support.
The 3 cock holder.
Yeah, it's a laser and light mount, which is scope mounted. So the idea is that you mount the bottom of that the unit onto a Picatinny rail, and then your scope goes into the lower hole, along with another sort of single mount further back, and then the 2 top holes you can attach a laser and a torch. But it did amuse me that you could potentially attach 4 of these to your rifle, all with torches in, and you could have some sort of like plasma type rifle when you run into a room and you just blind
what's it the Navy calls it, a rail gun or something, and it just like, like something out of War of the Worlds.
You see people melting in front of him.
Yeah, my eyes.
So unfortunately, fire support didn't have 4 in stock, but I have ordered one, and we shall see how that goes.
Send it straight to Harry. He'll 3D print them for us.
Yeah. Well, especially if you've got a team with all of these on, like 2 or 3 people.
God, it would literally be like daylight.
Yeah, it looked like a car coming towards you, wouldn't it?
Could you imagine the amount of pressure pads you'd have to have around the front foregrip that turn 12 torches on?
You'd have to wire them into one switch.
Oh, brilliant. Love that.
Yeah, that's just a crazy.
Or perhaps have them running have all the pressure pads running to like an under your arm bag, like a set of bagpipes.
Bagpipe.
It all comes on. Oh, I can see a one-man band airsoft kit coming up, you know, with the bass drum on the back or something like that.
Next week we are going to be chatting PMC loadouts. We're going to be talking about Andy's loadout.
Andy Pandy. Andy is in PMC already. Look, he's got PMC'd on.
Pretty much in PMC
this is my PMC.
There we go, top. PMC mode.
This is my
hat turned round.
Top.
The generic way, and then I go to civvy mode.
We're going to be looking through Andy's kit. his sort of PMC offering. We may find something else to tack onto that episode as well, because I anticipate that our PMC loadout series is
going to be really quick.
Yeah,
they're all pretty much the same. What do you wear? Green,
green, tan. Yep. Yeah. AK. Yep. Chest rig. Yep. Lovely. Yep. Brilliant.
Maybe we can do ours together, Andy, if you like.
Ooh.
Oh, I didn't get invited to the party. Oh, it's like that. Oh, okay.
You're special. You get your own one.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Right.
You got to pave the way.
I see how it works. That's fine. That's fine. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.
In the meantime, if you'd like to join us next week, we'll be back Wednesday at 8 p.m. In the meantime, if you want to get in touch, you can do so on our email at nofochat@hotmail.com. Our Instagram is at November_Foxtrot_NoFo, and the website is novemberfoxtrot.co.uk. You can also find us on Twitter, which I think is NoFoChat, at NoFoChat on Twitter.
Oh, how are we doing with that? Have we got that other lot?
Trump tweeted us, yeah.
I can't actively prove that apparently I work for November Foxtrot because we're not an actual business. And thus it won't let me log the complaint against NoFo64. So, yeah, just don't follow NoFo64. We are at NoFoChat on Twitter.
Unless you're a fan page, then...
They're not a fan page. They're definitely not a fan page.
It could be a fan page.
In the meantime, if you are enjoying the content, then please feel free to give us a like. It just helps us boost our standing with the algorithms, and hopefully we might be able to find...
And leave us reviews on Apple Podcasts. Yes. Reviews are always good fun to read out. We like them. So yeah, please
Mike does some amazing accents.
Make a conscious effort to stick us a review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or wherever you're listening to us from. Would be lovely.
I want the next one to be read out in a German accent. So leave a review and Mike will read it out in a German accent. Maybe even with his hat on.
Yes. His special review hat.
And also, I like the way
I am the train.
He's gone, hang on a minute. I found this thing where I can put basically my gun as a searchlight.
On that note, Lance, what's your words of wisdom?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Thank you. And next week, I'll see you then.
I did have a words of wisdom, actually.
Yes.
I haven't got an echoey sound effect from my voice. Right, okay, so tough times never last. Only tough people last.
Right, well, there you go.
See you next week.
If you've not seen the meme, then that's completely wasted on all of you.
Seen the meme.
Basically, let me just put that in a bit of context.
No, that's it. He's going...
That's another fine mess you've got me into.